What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a Brian Lewis vlog. Guys, today we're going to go over 5 things I hate about my WRX. Let's get right into it.
That's how you rev it.
Alright guys, you know every time I get a new car I have to do this video, and I thought I would struggle finding 5 things that I dislike about this car, but it wasn't so bad. So guys, let's get right into the list. Alright guys, first thing I hate about the WRX, and granted it's not this sweet shift knob I installed, but it's first and second gear. Look at the slop in first gear and then in second. Guys, whenever you're taking off and going to second, this makes it extremely difficult to shift gears smoothly. So if you go into fourth, see it's pretty tight. Fourth is pretty tight. Third while ago I meant, sorry. Fifth is a little weird, but I mean, granted, once you go over to fifth and sixth, it's not so bad, but I don't understand why Subaru done this to the first and second gear. Luckily, they make a fix for this, and it's over on the shelf right now. We will be installing that very soon. Y'all be on the lookout. Guys, make sure you're subscribed. There's going to be a lot of good stuff coming on this car. So, yeah, number one thing I hate is this first and second gear shift slop. Like I said, it makes it extremely difficult, especially learning to drive this car. So the second thing I hate while we're in here, it's not this awesome touchscreen infotainment center, but guys, to use CarPlay, you still got to do the cable, and granted, this is the first thing I've had with CarPlay. I know this is probably pretty standard, not just with Subaru, WRX, but probably all makes and manufacturers. Probably all CarPlay, you still got to hook the cord in. But guys, it's 2024. Can we not figure out some wireless CarPlay without having to hang a dongle down here or plug this cord in? I don't know. It sounds like something minimal to complain about, but I hate this cord, you know, looped over and stuff while you're trying to shift gears. So that's definitely number 2 thing I hate, is I just wish Apple CarPlay could be wireless. And granted, I know it might be more difficult than I think, but I just think, I don't know, like I said, it's 2024. It's time that Apple CarPlay should be wireless. Granted, you can opt in for the Bluetooth feature, and it's not so bad either. So there's Bluetooth, Spotify, and then here's Apple CarPlay, Spotify. So you got the whole screen versus the half the screen. But like I said, I just wish it was wireless. Alright guys, the third thing I hate about my WRX is it is too quiet from the factory. Now granted, the cold start is extremely aggressive. It sounds loud on the cold start and when it's warming up, but right when the car warms up, it's quiet. Man, it's quiet as a mouse. Coming from my Focus ST with the Cobb downpipe and the AW track exhaust, night and day difference. And guys, when you're driving a manual, you know you want to hear it. It makes it easier to drive. I know you don't need your car to be loud to drive a manual, but it just helps, you know, especially when you're used to it being loud. But we're going to have a fix for that pretty soon. Like I said, make sure you're subscribed, but guys, a lot of cool stuff is coming for this car. Alright guys, the fourth thing I hate about my WRX, so these have the 2.4 boxer in it instead of the 2.0. 3 more horsepower than last generation. But guys, with all the tuning being done on these cars, just people putting an intake on, they're gaining 30 to 40 horsepower with a decent tune. Or just people doing an off-the-shelf tune, gaining 40 wheel horsepower. Guys, I think these cars was just extremely watered down from the factory. Subaru could have easily made a 330 horsepower beast of a car right out of the get-go. I don't understand why they're so reserved. I know probably reliability and, you know, government regulations and things like that, but I just think this car is very watered down and held back from the factory. I think they could have made it a lot stronger, and guys, we all know 300 and something horsepower sounds better than 271. Alright guys, and the fifth and final thing, we're going to go back to story time, kind of like I did in my last video where I talked about the shift knob. Guys, the fifth thing I hate about my new WRX is these Dunlop all summer tires. And let me tell you why I hate these tires so much. When I bought the car, it was snowing. When I did the reveal video, I showed you how it was outside. My driveway's at a pretty steep incline at the beginning of my driveway, and it's kind of a long hill and it kind of flattens out. Well, I was bragging to my wife the whole way home. We had an hour drive home from the dealership. I said, this thing's all-wheel drive. I can't wait to climb the driveway in this thing, test out that all-wheel drive. Boy, was I wrong. We get home, this thing walks sideways up the driveway. I about take this brand new car in the ditch. I was sick to my stomach. I was like, man, this all-wheel drive don't work like I thought it would. After some further research and some Facebook groups and some forums, everybody's complaining about these tires. Subaru, why did you do this? Why did you put these tires on here from the factory? Such a shame, because a lot of people up in the northern states where it snows a lot, they're buying these cars to get around. And man, Subaru, just really let me down with these Dunlop tires. All right, to those of you that have made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Sneak peek of the exhaust. Got the H&R lowering springs, got some other goodies in a box above that. Guys, like I said, the best way to help this channel out is just make sure you're subscribed. It really does help out. Guys, if you're needing any parts, all these parts come from pandamotorworks.com. Use code BLEWIS to save yourself some money just like I did. And guys, if you need any LEDs, make sure you check out Auxito's website. Guys, all this will be linked down in the description box below along with discount codes and my Amazon affiliate links. Guys, a lot of stuff I use in the shop to light my shop and tools, things like that, are linked down below. Click on anything, purchase at no extra charge to you. It does help the channel out. So yeah, but like I said, best way to help the channel out is just to make sure that you are subscribed. Turn the bell on so you get all the notifications, because guys, a lot of cool stuff is coming for the WRX. All right, guys, who wants to take a guess at which NVIDIA exhaust this is? Comment down below. I'm curious to see what you think I went with. All right, guys, enough rambling. Until next time.